basically I ain't know about East Mississippi until then, you know. So I decided, like, I'll go to East Mississippi, you know. I never heard of them, but I found out what I'm about on my visit, so I came on the visit. I liked it here.
We have good pieces. We have good pieces in every position, but sometimes it's hard to tell when you're going against each other every day. So that's why we play these preseason jamborees. We'll know after Saturday.
The snap from the 22 on 4th and 2. Firing it over the middle, and it's caught inside the 5. Touchdown, EMCC. Oh, my goodness. Mike Williams with a touchdown reception. Rolls to the left, deep rollout. Now fires it. It's intercepted by EMCC, and it's inside the 20, inside the 15, 10, and pulled down somewhere around the 6-yard line. Duke Upshaw with the INT across the way from us. Here's the snap to Scott. He's going to keep it himself. Comes around near side, inside the 5, and he's going to leap over folks and dive into the end zone. Touchdown, EMCC. Almost windmill. Looked like he did a cartwheel into the end zone. Number 1 takes down number 15 in fine fashion. Final score, 49-3 from Sullivan Wyndham Field. And Scuba back with a short post-game report momentarily. This is the EMCC Radio Network.
Hey, we're going to make sure we take care of us. You keep working hard, you understand? You keep working hard. And hey, we got a big one next week, all right? Because it's the next one, but also it's going to win you a North Division championship. We got to take care of our business, and we got to come in. We got to come in tomorrow. We got some stuff to do. We got some stuff to take care of. Hey, great job. I'm so proud of the way you kept your composure. You stayed focused. I love it. I appreciate it. Hey, let's have a good time. Let's eat some barbecue. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
In the first half, there weren't too many things that we did wrong. It's just, you know, a couple penalties here and there that set us back on the drives. And at halftime, we went in and we said we got to eliminate those things, and we came out and did just that. And we scored. And we won. Yeah, these two guys right here and the whole defense did a great job keeping 3 points on the board, man. Got you, boy.
I knew when we came out for halftime, Coach gonna want us to speed it up, go harder the second half.
We came out in the second half and turned up. You know we had to do that. We know we had to do. Come out here and to beat them boys. We been practicing out. You know we came out kind of slow, so you know we had to turn the tempo. They gave us a few flags to call touchdown back and put us in some bad distance, but we turned up on it. We got converted. When I threw that ball, I was like, man, I threw a bad ball, and he sat back, he caught it, and from there it was all him. So I mean, it was his first touchdown. I was excited. A lot of receivers touched the ball tonight. It was just a great night.
They're trying to get in the end zone. I ain't got one all year. I just try to get in the end zone.
I really think that our defense played well. They played lights out from the time we started to the time we ended. They had a really crucial stop in the third quarter there with on the opening drive of the second half. They stopped them. We went in and we scored, and then the momentum just kind of started. It really you felt the air just getting sucked out of their sideline, and it ended up being a great game for us. I thought offensively, Coach Boykin had a great game plan, and Coach Collins had a great game plan defensively, and our guys executed it really, really well.
Just trying to be more disciplined, like just read our keys, have our eyes in the right places, and just listen to the coach and just take care of our assignment.
You guys got a few turnovers tonight. What do you guys do after you get a turnover when they come back to the sideline?
Oh, we lose our mind. We go crazy on that sideline. What I want to do is get like a turnover built or get like a chain like Miami. So like that, we need to invest in one of those.
Talk about the lights going out and just the reaction from the crowd and you guys on the sideline.
They were live. Yeah, they were live. I like that, and you know, it just brought a little bit more intensity to the players.
Oh yeah, that was a good feeling because it was right after my touchdown. It couldn't have been a better time.
How important is next week for you guys?
You know, it's important because it's the next game on the schedule, and you know, we treat every game like it's the most important. So you know, that's how we're gonna approach it.
Where I come from, I grew up in Kentucky. You grow up, just kind of basketball was it. Basketball, kind of like how football is here. People wait for football season, spring football season. It's in Kentucky, in that area of the country, it's basketball. I mean, as soon as basketball season was over with, you were counting down till when basketball practice started. Growing up with a love of basketball, I developed a passion for it at a real early age because basketball was something that I knew I could play. I didn't have to have friends to play with. Football, you got to have somebody throw the ball to. Baseball, somebody pitch to or whatnot. Basketball, if I got a ball, then I can dribble. You can work on your game. You can get better just by yourself. So that was one thing that I could play it anywhere as long as I had a ball.
I got into basketball just when I was little. My older brother taught me how to play basketball. He taught me the fundamentals of basketball, so I just stuck with it.
Growing up, I really got myself into it. My dad bought me a goal like when I was 5. He just put it in the backyard, and ever since that day, I just been playing.
I went to prep school, and that's kind of where I met Coach Stansbury. Both being from Kentucky, it led me to Mississippi State, and I passed up on some Division I scholarship opportunities, from prep school. But I knew I wanted to coach one day, and I thought, what better, on the job training, what better way to see it than being a part of an SEC program. And I walked on at Mississippi State, and eventually was a full scholarship and a team captain. So and that just really got me into I really wanted to coach. I knew that's kind of something I wanted to do at a really early age. Is that if I couldn't play when I got done playing, I knew I wanted to be a part of the game because the game had been so good to me. So, but then I got into coaching. I went to Nicholls State for a year. I wasn't even paid. I wasn't paid a dime. It was crazy. I got my MBA, went through business school and all that, and then I took a job that didn't pay anything. So then I came here as an assistant, went to Troy, and then back here as a head coach. So it's been a different path, but it's been one that has made me who I am.
The type of player I was in high school, I was the guy that everybody slept on. I did everything: rebound, defend, score, everything the coach wanted me to do. I did it, but most people slept on it.
My inspirations are mom and dad, of course, but basketball-wise, I have to say LeBron, my favorite.
My inspirations, I have Kobe Bryant. I love his game, the Mamba. First thing when I got to school, I just thought it was a small town, nothing here to do, just a small town, but I love it because the people are nice, the fans, they support you.
When I first got here, I was thinking, there's no way you can get in trouble. Like, there's nothing to do, just this spot, So when I first got here, it was like, I can do it, ain't nothing to it.
I didn't realize East Mississippi. I thought it was in Mayhew. I didn't know. I'd never heard of Scuba, to be honest with you. And I thought it was just, right down the road. And actually, after I'd finished my first recruiting trip, when I got my first job in Nicholls, was here at East Mississippi. And I didn't know. We don't have many junior colleges that have athletics in Kentucky. And so I thought junior college, like, wait, what? I didn't really know what to expect. I kind of thought, kind of had that. What am I really going to watch? And then the first game I watched, I was blown away. I was like, man, you got guys. I mean, your team's probably better than ours right now. You could beat us. So that was my first introduction into junior college basketball. But it was here in Scuba, and I remember when I pulled up at that four-way stop. I lived in Mississippi for 4, 5, 6 years. I didn't know where I was.
What I do with my teammates off the court, we bond. We play 2K a lot. We go to the gym, we go to Meridian, we just have fun.
Who's the best player in 2K?
Best player? I'm the best player in 2K. Can't be beat.
Off the court, being the team, we do a lot of playing 2K, riding around in the car, just vibing, listening to music. We love music, so that's all we do.
Who would you say is the best at playing 2K?
Me. I have to say me, of course.
Last season, I learned a lot. I learned to control my emotions. I learned to become a better basketball player on and off the court, become a better leader, better sportsmanship.
Last season, I learned that you got to learn to take criticism. You know, there was a lot of criticism coming back, so we had to rebuild, do a lot of, you know, looking, observing. So we really just had to. It was more about rebuilding, really.
Keith Harris is a bulldog. I mean, you can. I got no worries about Keith every single day. That, you know, when those lights come on, he's gonna give it everything he has. Is he gonna be perfect? Absolutely not. You know, but from an effort standpoint, things that he controls, from an effort and an attitude, he's gonna lay it on the line every day. I will take Keith Harris every single day of the week. I mean, he is a guy that I think he sets the tone for this team. He's grown into a leader. He's got a voice on this team. These guys really, you know, listen to him when he speaks, and, you know, I mean, he's just a guy that I think's going to have. I think he's one of the more underrated players in this state, because he gets so much done because he plays so hard.
Keith, he a bull. Love him to death. Best defender on the team, I would say. Like you said, he's very slept on, so that makes it easy for him to do what he do.
What I really improved on was my jump shot. I'm ball handling too, and becoming a better passer.
Carlos Thomas, you got to understand, Carlos came in, and from the first day that he got here on campus as a freshman till now, he's probably lost anywhere between 40 to 50 pounds. And I mean, it's not anything in terms of, you know, when he got here, he was overweight, he was slow, he was really skilled. But for any player on this team, and any guy that I've coached, and this being going into my 3rd year as a head coach, seeing a guy go from, you know, completely go like do a 180 from where he was the first day he got here, the growth that he's had. There hasn't been a player that I've seen grow as much as his. This time last year, Carlos was kind of just, he was up and down. This year, he's just like Keith. He is the biggest voice that I have on the team. He's constantly in the gym. He's doing great in the classroom. I mean, just all the intangibles, you know, just everything. He's leaner. I mean, you know, when he first got here, he didn't want to take his shirt off. Now I can't get him to put his shirt on, you know. So, I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, he's developed. He has worked, and he has worked himself into the player that he is. He had a good year for us last year, and I think he's going to have even a better year for us this year. He's a guy that, since the summer, from every single day, like, he has been consistent with his effort. He has been consistent with his attitude, and his game just keeps getting better and better.
Carlos Thomas, he's the best. I love him. He's the best big man passer I've ever seen, the best big man I played with.
I learned that I'm a better shooter than I think. You know, I can shoot the ball way better than I tell myself I can. I'm a great leader. I got a good voice when it comes to, you know, being on the court around my team. So I try to do that, and whatever coach tells me to do is what I do.
Coach Begley, he's a great coach. I love him. He's just like a leader to me. He's like a father figure.
Coach Begley, love him. Real competitive. I think that's what we got to come in, our competitive nature. We like to snap and go at people, so that's how we bond.
I really like his team. I think we got a lot of pieces, you know, to add. I think we're really deep, can play different ways. We got big guards. We have a lot of post play. We have, you know, have great size, so we can play big. We can play really big. We can put you know, 6'4", 6'8", 6'9", 7 foot out there. But we can also play small. We can play, you know, we've got skilled enough bigs who are 6'7", 6'8", who can shoot it, who can play off the dribble. So, you know, really like his team. But, you know, like I said, every coach likes their team right now. So, you know, we'll get a taste of where we are this weekend when we go to Dallas. I'm excited to see him play somebody else. But, you know, one thing I'll say about this team is that they're going to compete, you know, and we're not going to be perfect. But, you know, I guarantee you when we put them on and we lace them up, that whoever's out there, you know, across from us, whether that's this weekend or a month from now when we get into our season, these guys are going to lay it on the line. They're going to compete, and that other team better be ready.
What I've seen from this team is that we have a better bonding. We pass the ball more. We share the ball a lot. We defend better. And we do a lot of things better. You guys should expect a lot, because this year we got something to prove from last year.
This team, they like to play ball. They want to learn. They more focused, you know, like I guess you would say. They more into it. They want to learn. They young, good team. They be too unselfish at times. They pass the ball more. Just a lot. It's just a lot different about this team.
You know, I never would have thought that I would be here in Scuba, Mississippi, but I can say in my 3 years as an assistant, you know, under Coach White, that was probably that molded me into the coach that I am today. And that was as fun. It was as tough, but it was as fun as I've had coaching, you know, being here in Scuba. You know, you could take basketball out of it, and, you know, I never thought you would have so much fun here and enjoy living here. But at the time, I mean, it's a blast, and it still is. Like, I enjoy campus, I enjoy this town, and, you know, now we got a Dollar General, and I mean, it's booming now.
Opening drive of the game, 13:50 to go, first quarter. Back to pass, firing it over the middle. Call it. Calvin Keys Jr., 36-yard line. He gets away from a bunch of guys, heads to the far sideline, still on his feet, but tripped up inside the 25. They're going to down him somewhere around the 23 or 24-yard line, depending on the spot of the ball. About to attempt the 33-yard field goal. Here's the snap, perfectly by Wood. Nice hold by Boykin, high end over end, and it is right down Main Street. It is good. 3-0 EMCC leads as they score on their opening drive of the contest with 12:04 to go. Showing pressure once again, Northwest. Here they come. Great protection there. Scott fires it over the middle. Caught. 45-yard line. It's going to be about 6 yards shy. Make it 5 yards shy as they get Calvin Keys Jr. down at the 46-yard line. Price still out there as he's going to go into pass protection now as Scott has nobody to throw it to. Runs it near side out across the 30, 35 as the first down and more. He's going to be knocked off his feet at the 38-yard line. Nice run by Lindsey Scott Jr. There's white jerseys and white helmets all up around the line of scrimmage. Scott is flushed out of the pocket, comes around near side. He's going to have the first down and more down the near sideline inside the 40. He's going to be forced out of bounds around the 37-yard line. Scott with a snap from the 34 and throwing it left side after he rolled left and found Calvin Keys Jr. again, this time for a first down inside the 25 down to about the 24. Inside the 23-yard line of Northwest, and it's caught on the slip screen near side, and EMCC is going to stay on his feet. 15, 10, 5, touchdown EMCC, Daniel Kroll Jr. And the Lions get into the end zone for the first time tonight, I should say. And it's now 14-9 pending the PAT.
Well, great job of running after the catch by Kroll. He just, a little simple route, just a little hook route, caught the football, then spun to the outside and was able to race it for the touchdown.
Trips left, wide side of the field, looking left. Now fires it over the middle. Caught. Mike Williams, he's all alone. Inside the 30, inside the 25, 20, angles near side, 10, 5, touchdown, EMCC.
Well, that was an outstanding job that time by the quarterback, Lindsey Scott, of standing in the pocket in the face of pressure. There was a blitz coming from the corner here on the near side. Scott knew he was there, but he just kept his eyes down the field, found the receiver in the middle, and then what an outstanding job by Mike Williams.
4-man front, 1 second to snap it. They finally do. Back to pass, pocket collapses, stepping up over him. He's going to be hit from behind and sacked. He's going to lose yardage back to the 38-yard line, sacked for a yard loss, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 situation. They snap it from the 25 to the near hash. And throwing it, and it is caught by Drummond. 1st down, down to the 16-yard line on 4th down and 7 to go. 4th down for the 9. It's a pass caught near side. Mike Williams in the 5 makes another man miss. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown, EMCC.
Well, that was an extremely athletic play by Mike Williams that time, and that's going to get the Lions into the end zone. An extra point could make it a 10-point game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter, and that was a critical touchdown.
And the 43 of EMCC takes the snap, hands it off to Sloan. They're going to get into the backfield, and they're going to drop him back at the 47-yard line. Huge tackle for loss, and Tyree Evans in there, along with the other host of Lions. Back to pass, great protection. This time fires it deep down the field, has a man caught, 45-yard line, up to the 46, 1st down on 3rd down and 16. Lindsey Scott has all day to throw. Now shifts to his left, throws it downfield, has Kirk Merritt, leaps and catches it as he's diving inside the 20. Oh my goodness. What a play by Kirk Merritt. Left hash the spot, snap to Lindsey Scott, comes around right side, now goes right back up the middle of the field, and he scores. And EMCC's back on the board, and it's 47-30, pinning the PAT with only 5 to go in this game. Two receivers to the right, claps his hands again, does receive the football from the 46-yard line. The ball's on the ground. I think EMCC's going to have it. This press box is shaking. Here they have it. We're waiting for it. Yes, EMCC has the football at the 48, their own 48-yard line. 7:14 to go. Now, only a couple of ticks came off the clock, so it does kind of work like an onside kick. And this is the first time tonight, guys, I have seen this sideline, these stands get this excited, and it's going to be Everett Cunningham who's going to come up with it. As Tyrell Price takes the handoff straight up the middle on 2nd down and 6 after that 4-yard gain a moment ago. Gets out across the 40 up to the 43-yard line, moving left to right. The snap to Connor, going to keep it himself, comes around the right side, tries to get to the pylon and does. Touchdown EMCC on a 1-yard touchdown run, 37 seconds. And your final score from Senatobia is going to be 61-38. Buddy Stevens goes out to midfield as he's going to shake hands with the coaching staff and the players and congratulate them on a fantastic ball game that they played. Benji Parker wins it over EMCC in his 2nd season here in Senatobia, and his team just probably cracked the top 5. Number 10 beats number 1, 61-38.